AFTV, it's time for the player ratings. Or I was going to do heart rates instead of player ratings.
Bruv.
I don't know. Me, my heart rate 10, your heart rate 10. Everybody on the stream 10. Oh, man.
That game had every kind of emotion attached to it. High, low, just life as an Arsenal fan. Do you know what I mean? It's wow. Mate. I'll tell you something though. These ratings have changed from
0, 0, 0, 0. Now they've changed
mate,
a bit.
You knew what was coming. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now it's 10, 10, 10, 10.
All right, let's get straight into it. Leno.
You know what?
Well, did you think he was at fault for the goal?
What one?
The one where he came out.
No, he had to come out.
That's what I felt. I mean, me and Lee was having a bit of back and forth about it.
If he would have stood on his line, everyone would have been saying, "Why aren't you coming out?" It was just an absolutely atrocious header by Dani Ceballos.
And then I think as well, I actually think that what he did, and he learned, right? He didn't bring the player down. If he'd have brought the player down, or there'd have been any contact and the player went down, that would have been a penalty and a red card. And then that would have been 10 men and we'd probably be out. So he done the right thing. But anyway, what are you giving him? He had nothing to do apart from...
Exactly, didn't have nothing to do. Couldn't do nothing with a free kick. Couldn't do nothing with that goal. Hardly touched the ball. I'll probably give him a 6 because he just didn't have anything to do.
6. 6, you say?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're lagging a bit.
Man. All right, keep up.
It's the lag, man. The bloody streams. Can't wait to get you back in there as well.
To just get back to normal, man.
All right, so 6, Hector Bellerin.
I don't think he offered a lot in the game. I still don't understand why he was picked ahead of Cedric. I think we're just very lucky that we come up against a team that are not going to exploit him. So I won't be too harsh, but I'll probably just say a 6 as well, to be fair.
All right. Let's go Tierney on the other side. Big goal.
His goal. And you see what he offers us. That fight, the tenacity, the drive, just everything is captain material. You know, and I can't stress how big that goal was. And he was a threat down that left-hand side. Benfica was scared of him. And he looked more sharper today as well. Like when he was skipping past that last man and everything. So because of that goal he scored and how important it was, he gets an 8. That cannot be underestimated how important that goal was.
Okay, David Luiz.
I thought he had a poor evening. I thought him and Gabriel both had poor evenings. They looked like they were in a circus at times. They looked nervous. It was calamitous. It was either to me, to you. One was making a mistake and the other was bailing one out. And then vice versa. One would make a mistake and the other would bail him out. It just was not a great performance, to be honest. And on another night, we would have got done badly for that. So that's something that we need to, address because our defense has been so good this season, but that is just not good. I say a 6. I'm not going to go too harsh because we won the game, but a lot of room for improvement. Poor.
Gabriel?
Worst game I think I've seen him play for Arsenal.
Yeah,
he
was
honest.
poor. He was poor.
It was dreadful. It was giving the ball away. It was just reckless. It
was giving stupid fouls, everything.
Yeah, everything. So same as David Luiz. I'm not going to go too harsh in a sense, but I'm going to be very critical of his performance. It weren't good enough. And he gets a 6 as well.
All right. Now the next player, I know you might not want to be critical, but it's very hard not to be. Ceballos. He had the nightmares of all nightmares. First half, just on half time, gives away a stupid free kick that was totally avoidable. Then they score from it. And then the second half, I don't know what he's doing with that header. That was calamitous. What does he get?
Let's have some consistency here, yeah? If that was any other player, I've given bad ratings for less. All right, Danny Ceballos gets 0 because that simply was just calamitous. I'm not going to rip him apart. You know, it's something that I've not seen him. No, but
you just gave him 0. You're not going to rip him apart. Let's just move on, right? Xhaka.
Yeah. I feel that you see the best of Granit Xhaka when Thomas Partey's on the pitch. I think that he's got more license to be a bit more forward thinking. Apart from that, he's quite reserved. But yeah, our midfield just looked very, very sloppy tonight. Very, very wayward in some respects. And I think that in that final 15 minutes, it was inevitable because I saw what Mikel did. He took Bellerin off, went with one less at the back, basically said to Saka, players are right back, right wing. You've got to cover 2 roles. But what that ultimately did was give Saka more freedom because it meant we played 2 up front, which inadvertently took a Benfica player out of the way from doubling up on Saka. So, yes, we could have got caught at that end, but it ultimately left Saka the freedom to be able to go and size up somebody one-on-one. So, yeah, and the other side effect to that is that the midfield ends up getting, you know, left open. But Xhaka was a part of that goal because he was the one that laid it inside incisively to Odegaard, who then laid it to Saka. So, yeah, I'll probably say a steady 6, I'd probably say. It was not on a poor level like Gabriel or David Luiz, but it was decent enough.
Okay, Odegaard.
I thought he had a really good game. I'm really starting to like the look of what I see with this guy. The pass he made for Aubameyang's goal that was disallowed. That was, and I'm not going to compare the two, but that was Ozil-esque in its execution. We've seen Mesut Ozil split defenses with passes like that. And that's what we have missed for such a long time. And he just seems to be starting to grow into this team and understand. And, you know, players are starting to get more confidence in him. Aubameyang's making runs knowing that he's going to find him. So, yeah, for me, I would probably say a 7, a good solid 7. I thought it was really good.
Okay. Rattling through Emil Smith-Rowe.
I thought it was a poor evening. I don't think it works with him out on that left-hand side.
Nope.
Not for these type of games. Certain games like the Leeds United one, yes, it will. But for me, nah, don't experiment it with it anymore. It's not working. It hasn't worked over 2 legs, you know, and over 180 minutes or whatever it is. And again, I'm not going to go too harsh, but not a great performance. He gets a 6.
Okay, Saka.
What can I say about this boy that we've not already said? You know, I'd love to adopt him. I would adopt him. It's, do you know what I mean? He's just such a wonderful talent, man. And I tell you what I like about this boy is that he looks or seems like the most humble, down to earth. Like, he's just such a talent. And he's, you know, when, like, we talk about Phil Foden, I've said this, yeah, the 2 best youngsters in the Premier League are Phil Foden and Bukayo Saka. But the reason why I say Bukayo Saka is better than Phil Foden is because Phil Foden plays for Man City. Bukayo Saka plays for Arsenal, who are having one of their worst seasons in Premier League history and going through a huge transitional period. And yet he's the one that's grabbing us by the scruff of the neck. Imagine him in a Man City. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I say, for me, no disrespect to Phil Foden, who I think is insane. Bukayo Saka is the best youngster in the Premier League by a million miles. And he's right up there with being one of the best youngsters in world football. And his performances and his statistics back, you know, every single argument you want to throw out there. And it's as simple as that. He gets a 10.
10. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, he was
brilliant.
He got the pass for the winning goal. He had the pass for the first goal. You know, I don't care if he has a relatively quieter match than he sometimes has. When you put those kind of deliveries on a plate,
he can play anywhere. And he can play anywhere. He
can play anywhere. And I'll tell you something, even looking further ahead, yeah, if Gareth Southgate doesn't look to put Saka in this England team in the position he's excelling in the Euros, it's a waste. We've got such unbelievable talent in Sancho and Foden and all that. But the most consistent right winger and best right winger in the country by a million miles is Bukayo Saka.
Okay, Aubameyang.
Again, justifies his selection because his first goal was just beautifully taken. There was a replica of it in the second half. He should have had a hat-trick tonight. You know, if that doesn't get disallowed, he would have had a hat-trick. And they were two insane finishes. Reminded me of his very first goal he scored for us against Everton. Goes through in the little dink over the keeper and you just watch it trickle in. And yeah, fair play to him. You know, for turning around, you know, all of the criticism over the last week or so. Criticism from, you know, me, you, Arsenal fans in general, you know, and justifiable in many respects. But what I liked after the Benfica game the first time round was how he come out instantly and said, you know, I know I should have had goals tonight. Didn't shy away from it. That's what I like to see. Somebody that can stand up and go, yeah, I did, you know, it weren't right. But got two very, 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 very crucial goals. And we've said it, if we're going to stand a chance of winning this, we need him scoring goals. So, yeah, he gets a 10 as well, man, because they were two humongous goals, man.
Okay, we're going to rattle through the subs now. Willian.
Yeah, good luck. Willian, you know what, Willian, I'm giving him a 7. I'm giving him credit.
Affected the game, man. Affected the game with him.
And do you know what? He worked hard.
Yeah.
He worked hard, Robbie. He worked hard on that left-hand side. I was seeing him actually track and tackle and try and do things, you know, and try and be incisive and energetic and all those type of things. And hats off to him.
No, he's brilliant. El Neni, standard 5, went on long.
Yeah, same as all of them. Callum Chambers. Yeah.
Callum Chambers, Lacazette, Partey.
Partey, you know what? He just brings a different presence when he's playing.
Yeah.
So I'll give him Partey a 6 because he was on there a bit longer and he just
and he did it. Yeah, he solidified it. Arteta.
I'd say a 6 to be honest with you, and the reason why I say that as well is because he made mistakes, but he got things right. It's a bit of both, and he gets just over the 5 because we won the game. What I think he got wrong was the starting, you know, lineup.
1-11.
But what he did get right was the first set of substitutions. Instantly, take this player off, take that player off, bring Willian on. Listen, he would have known how much pressure he was under from the moment we went 2-1 down. To add to that by bringing Willian on, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that's where you've got to, you know, give him credit for that. You've also got to look at the fact that he tweaked the system the way it was. And, you know, if you look at it, you know, with open eyes, you saw how I explained earlier what he did with that right-hand side. Because Saka was a player that was getting doubled up a lot. All the time he was getting doubled up, and it was happening in the first leg as well, where two players are always trying to occupy him. But by going with 2 strikers and allowing him more freedom, it meant that he was one-on-one with that player to put the cross in. 5 minutes before that, or 10 minutes before that, when it was the normal system how it was, there would be 2 players in front of him and trying to push him out down the channels into the right-hand side for his right foot. So, yeah, little tweaks like that worked. But I'll tell you something, Mikel, man.
You give him a 6.
Yeah.
And finally, the referee was all right, wasn't he?
Yeah, I thought the referee was all right. He's a Champions League referee, isn't he? He's refereed finals and all sorts.
It was fair. Yeah. Didn't really dish out many cards as well. So well done to the referee.
Yeah.
Well done to the referee. Okay. Well, listen, we're through. Let's see who we get in the next round, but we are through. Somehow we are through. Go and have yourself a stiff drink.
Mate, I'll tell you, mate, I'm no comment.
Nice one, man.
Every week on AFTV Picks, we give away £1,000. And all you've got to do is enter our free-to-play competition and go head-to-head with me, win it, and this could be yours. Get involved right now, click the link in the description, and you can play, and it's absolutely free. All you have to do is be over 18 and have some decent football knowledge. So what are you waiting for? Get involved now, and you could win yourself £1,000.